rock and roll.
Welcome to the Red Cup.
Red Cup in effect.
Yeah, we got my man Walt Williams back on tonight, man, to talk about this special book that himself and Tony Massenberg wrote about Lenny Biles and just the Maryland University program and everything, man. Charlie Moe, JB as usual. Yes. First question I want to ask Walt, like, what made you guys just say, man, we gonna write a book about that situation?
Well, you know, me and Tone, we get together, we talk about the good old days and, you know, all that cooking that was back in the day. You know, but most of the time, we always get to the bias, man. You know, and for real, I had no idea how much of a fan of his that Tony was. Yeah. You know, but for me, I mean, he was like a superhero, you know. Yeah. And so we always talk about how he dominated the game, how he impacted us. I always tell the story of the kids nowadays. They'll go out on the basketball court and they mimicking, you know, whomever, NBA players and stuff like that. And I never did that. I always wanted to be biased. It was like, you know how when you go into the car and first one say shotgun, get the front seat. It was like we going to the court. I'm biased. Whoever said that first, you know, then you gotta pick somebody else you want to be. You know what I'm saying? And so I was always into that, man. That dude was somebody. When I saw him, I was just like, man, because I was a Georgetown Hoya fan growing up, but until I saw him. And then, you know, he made me a Terp fan, man, and I wanted to follow in those footsteps. I wanted the kids to pretend like they was me, just like that.
Exactly. But the wild shit to me about the whole bias thing, right? And clearly you were very good in high school. Did you think that you would be, or would have gotten to a point where you was like breaking his records in the same breath as bias? Now, we talking about he was you were a fan, we all were a fan. We idolized him. Right. He died. I remember when he died. We would move, you know, whatever. And I remember going to Summer League and Jay actually, his younger brother, playing that day, and we were like, damn, his brother just died today, whatever. But at the end of the day, did you ever think, even with your success in high school and everything, that you would be in the same breath as him?
Oh, hell no. No chance, man. You know, when I was out there playing, I was just playing. I wasn't even thinking about those things at all. You know, I was just in the moment, you know, and I was just trying to show everybody who was coming to watch that day that I was the best dude on this court. I couldn't even fathom somebody saying that. I remember this right here. One game I was at, this was maybe like 5, 6, 7 years ago. I'm an analyst for the church home games, and one of the ushers called me over, and he said, "Hey, you settle this tiebreaker right here. These three say Bias was the best ever, and that's three say you were." And I was just taken back that I was even considered in that, like, you know, something like that, you know. And of course, I was like, hell no, Bias was the best, you know. But just to even witness something like that, man, it was like, you know, I was taken back by that, you know. And but I just tried to come out and get the job done my way, and that was it, man. You know, and the reason why we wrote this book is because everybody knows the circumstances surrounding his death, but many don't know about the impact he had on us, like how we used to pretend to be him. So we talk about the community and how he impacted us. We talk about us personally, but it was even more than just basketball. You know, we talk about how that situation changed how University of Maryland went about the academic support for the athletes and helping those kids graduate from college. Those things changed because of this. We talked about the laws that were impacted absolutely, and it impacted our communities disproportionately, you know. And so we talk about those things in the book as well. So it's not just basketball; it's a human interest story as well, because this dude was just so impactful on so many levels, and we wanted to tell that part of the story too.
The impact that you guys have on it is when Bias died. It's like a lot of people look at it as a drug thing. Yeah. And they kind of wrote him off.
Absolutely.
But the community here and the people here understood that, and the real people around the country and the world understood a totally different thing. Yeah. You know, he had an impact just not amongst us as young black kids playing basketball or athletes in general, but he had an impact against the whole area, the whole country, man. These kids looked up to this guy, and some people kind of wrote him off like, well, this another guy just did this and that, but it wasn't that.
Absolutely.
When people looked in the research of that, and the way you guys did it with your book, it's showing a different side. You know, Bias is not dead. His spirit is still here. He lives forever, man. And I'm so happy that you guys put that together, man. And it's like you're making a great impact because certain kids in these areas need to see that right now.
Absolutely.
That's going through different things. They're going through different struggles. And they can look up at a Len Bias and be like, dang, this guy, it don't matter when he was around, you know. Like we was looking at Jesse Owens, Jackie Robinson, and all this people that made an impact to get us through the struggle with, you know, the black history, getting blacks in the sports. And Len Bias kind of made that same impact for us.
Yeah, he did, man.
And it's tough, man, because he fought through, and it just, I think that was just a message, you know, and if he was here right now, it'd be totally different, but he's not here, and you guys are bringing that back and bringing it in, you know, both y'all Maryland guys, Tony Massenberg, a good friend of mine, you know how man you are, and I'm just happy y'all bringing that back, man, and you guys went to Maryland, so you experienced it way more than we have.
See, Tony was a teammate of his, and he was involved. He was right there in the midst of it all. You know, he was one of the guys. He was at the hospital. You know. And for me, I was a guy who was a kid that was trying to figure out what was my direction, what school was I going to go to, and things like that. And so, you know, it's a little bit relevant to the times that they're going through right now with Jordan, you know, passing away. And it's like you have these recruits who look at Maryland in such a way, and now when you go through this situation, now how does that work out? So I tell my mindset, what I was thinking about when I was doing those times, and what made me say, you know what, I'm gonna still go to Maryland.
That's right.
Because I wanted the thing I said to myself was, like I said, I was a Georgetown Hoya fan growing up, but when I saw Len Bias, I was Maryland, and he impacted the community like I had never seen. I didn't even know that going to the NBA was a reality until that dude. Like he opened my eyes to say, oh, we can shoot for this. We can go and do this. You know, up until that point, I was just playing the game. I had no idea, you know, because I just looked at the NBA game as just from the fan perspective. I never paid attention to where people were from. So I didn't know it was a reality, you know, until I saw, I'm like, this guy is from the same place where I'm from, and oh my goodness, he's going to the Boston Celtics. Like, we can go to the NBA. You know, he showed me that, you know, and I felt like, I like to, that's why I've never been a person when, you know, y'all see me, we at the club or something like that. I've never been a person. I've always been a regular done because I felt like if people can see me or you see me walking around somewhere, you'll see I'm just like you are. And we can go to the NBA.
That's how he was, though.
That's how he was.
Like,
Same way.
Just dumb humble.
Just
super duper humble, you know what I'm saying?
My family ain't getting nothing, no two shits about no damn.
You know what's
NBA,
the wild,
just
man.
junior.
Like,
that's a good thing.
Hell yeah.
But the thing
they kept it real ground.
with the PG County, you know how we had like PG, like we all won. We always talk about this, like this bad motherfuckers from DC, bad motherfuckers from Virginia. We just had Dennis on the show. Bad motherfuckers from Maryland. You know what I'm saying? PG County was crazy, but when I want to poke my chest out, and again, like I don't really try to talk about basketball and what I did or what we did, you know, as younger niggas. But the one thing that I always say was in high school, I played against some bad motherfuckers.
Oh man!
And you can't take that from me.
Fuck
what I did. Like, I could have been a scrub, but
nah.
I know one thing, and I promise this on my life, and this is the PG County shit.
Yeah.
Like, I play against pros every night, and people want to talk shit now, and I know it's all different now with the Catholic schools, and it's way different. It's way different, dog.
We was in public school.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we
around the way.
public school. We weren't
going to the
we weren't
pros,
private, Joe.
Yeah.
And so for me, the inner high, obviously I had my dudes in the inner high. I mean, Dr. Carr made it available that I was always around a lot of dudes. And then with my AAU being at Potomac, you know what I'm saying, and the dudes I played with, most motherfuckers either DC, some Maryland dudes, whatever. But so I was afforded that opportunity, you know what I'm saying? But I just remember going against you because you were a year older than us and 2 years ahead of Charlie. But like you were to me, I guess better than what I thought. It's weird to me because I played against you and I never really thought about it. And it was a competition thing. A lot of people say we looked alike. It was a lot of different shit. Whatever. We was a joint. I'm just saying, like the height. It was a lot of shit, right?
You walked the sick.
And but at the end of the day, I just think college afforded you no disrespect to your high school team and all that winning y'all did and all the shit and the dudes you played with because you played with some bad motherfuckers. It just seemed like college kind of really showed who you really were, Joe. You know what I mean? And we talking about Lenny, but I'm just saying like. You're a humble dude, but you in that same breath. You in that same breath, dog.
So me in high school, right? I mean, 6'8", I'm the tallest dude on the team. You gotta play inside. You know, you gotta be able to get this bump and grind in and rebound. But the thing I'll say about Hawk is he understood that, I was thin out there. I wasn't a back to the basket type player. So we played a lot of pick and rolls or me getting out of break. And Anthony was a fantastic. He could throw the alley-oop. I mean, his floor vision was unbelievable.
One of the best point guards.
But I'm telling you right now, the way he threw an alley-oop, though, I mean, it was perfect, And so he had me haul assing out there trying to get those alley-oops because I knew that he was going to put it there if I was open. And sometimes even when I wasn't, he'd throw it, And so I was that inside player, but really, I didn't play I didn't play on a team until I got into high school. Up until that point, I was a pure street ball player.
Street ball.
That's it. That was it. But I didn't start to get tall until I was in high school. Actually, I was like 5'10", 5'11" when I was a freshman in high school, and then I grew 10, 11 inches in high school. And so I was you play pickup games, whoever get there ain't no posting up, you get the ball, you gotta be able to boogie out there. And I played with older dudes too, so it wasn't like I could be out there gunning or whatever. I had to play the right way. So I learned the game the right way. Them dudes would kick your ass if you don't pass the ball. We lose out here because you ain't playing the right way. You gotta wait 2 hours to the next run. Oh man, it was a problem. So it was a certain way you had to play out there, and it was a pleasure to play with older guys because then that means that you had some certain respect out there. They knew that you could play or whatever, and that was a sense of pride. And I just had a good upbringing in the game, to respect the game, to play the game the right way, and to play with a competitive edge to you. And I felt like that was the biggest thing that I had, that I was just very competitive. And I didn't talk much. I wasn't talking to the guy, but trust me, inside, I was just so competitive. And when I would go against dudes that, people would talk about, like, this guy is this and that. Oh man, that would make me so angry, and by the time it came game time, that guy, whoever I was going, he didn't even realize, how pissed I was and how much we was gonna go at it that day. And that's how I was, because that's the upbringing. We be out here hooping, and you might foul somebody hard. Next thing you know, we in a straight up fight out here, and that type of edge to the game, though, it was like that. I didn't understand that we are just playing basketball out here until I was in college. Other than that, you play pickup games, you don't know what the hell is going to happen out there. And so it was a different edge to, the way you play the game. But at the same time, I knew that I was a basketball player. I wasn't no thug dude or none of that type stuff at all. I knew that, but even in playing basketball, it was, you had to bring a certain, y'all know what I'm talking about, it's an edge out there.
That was influence that Lenny had on us as young guys just growing up. It wasn't like he hid himself from us.
Right.
Like we looked up to him so much. Like, man, we like first you had like just coming through the area, and I'm not saying that I'm saying Pat Ewing played at Georgetown. That made, to us, that was a local guy because he was at Georgetown.
Yeah, it was.
You know, you got your blue and gray, you wearing your T-shirt on your jersey. And all that. You wanted to be like,
match the motherfucking unis.
You know what I'm saying? Robbie Dalton had the super high joints.
Yeah, you trying to find them.
Yeah, I think the separation that Lenny brought to us as coming up behind him, he was always visual. Mm-hmm. Like, we couldn't see Pat and them like all the time. You might run into Lenny any motherfucking way. Columbia Park or Jay, me and Jay might be going hoop.
Different protection.
You wasn't just seeing Pat on the regular back there, but he was the local guy to us with the Georgetown and all that shit. And you know what I'm saying? But with the Lenny thing, one thing he always did, like you said, he made motherfuckers go to Maryland.
Yeah,
and he had that swag
because of the shit that he was
that drip.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this what happened to me. Like one time, my father took me to a Carolina Maryland game, right? And at that time, I didn't really know bias like that. I like
you jive like the Tahoe part.
I like
you jive probably like this.
Okay. Yeah, Carolina's recruiting.
But Carolina was alright too, though. You probably like it.
Right.
That part of blue.
Yeah, but I was like I said, I was Georgetown Hoya, but you know, Maryland was a local team, and I knew Adrian Branch went there. You know, big guard, double knee braces, jump. Yeah. As a matter of fact, when I was in the NBA later on, I wore the double knee brace. It was only one of my knees one of my knees hurt, but I wore double knee braces because Adrian Branch did.
Man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But and he took me to a game, and this one play, Bias just went up and shot his jumper, and I said, damn, that thing looked beautiful, man. It looked different than everybody else's shot I had seen to date, you know. And so that's what really like got me watching him, because I just thought he had the most beautiful jumper that I had ever seen, man. You know.
As far as the research on the book, when y'all was doing the book, like I know the highlight research was easy.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
you right there.
Film, you know what I'm saying, watching people. The other side of it. How, did y'all have to go to a lot to get certain research, which y'all want to really talk about?
You know what? It wasn't tough like that. My man Wade L. Wright, he did a lot of the research. He also he helped us write the book. Miss Kirkos from University of Maryland, she was a tremendous help to us, giving us you know, access to what pictures we wanted to use for the cover, and she allowed us to get access to the archives and stuff, and so I mean, but it was kind of it was years into making, man. We did this over a long time frame, so it started off as, you know, just recording me and Tony's conversations that we having about them, and then you know, after a while it built into a book here, but then you add the research into, like I said, we touched upon the laws that were put in place. Then you talk to certain people that's on the that has to do with the academic support and all those things. So we talk about the changes that took place because of the circumstances. So. But we have access to them. You know, I'm a radio analyst there, so I'm around them all the time. So it was pretty. They were real accessible. So it was pretty good for us. Pretty easy.
And you're Hall of Famer there too.
Yeah, no bullshit. And the thing about it.
Okay.
1,700 plus motherfucking points.
We have to acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying?
You did get a bucket, 1,700 motherfuckers. You know what I mean? No, real talk. That do factor into that shit, though.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Like I said, I was fueled by. I wanted to go. That's why I wanted to put on that show for the people who came to see me, because I wanted their sons, I wanted them kids to go out on the court. I wanted them to feel like they were me. I did that because I knew that's what we did, and I wanted to have the same effect on the community. You know, I wanted to do that.
I remember just going on days.
You did.
You remember? I don't remember what hall y'all was living. I remember going to that motherfucker.
Washington Hall, man.
Yes,
Washington Hall. I'm coming here like, so he a freshman. He like, I'm like, how's this shit, yo? Like, it was just like conversations with the fast forward 30 fucking years, or close to 30 years later. It's like funny to me, you know what I mean? Like I almost went there. I committed to that motherfucker. But even when you committed, like, it was so many bad motherfuckers there. Yeah. So it just, I guess it didn't matter. I mean, you talking about T-Mass, we talking about, I mean, it was a rack of bad motherfuckers.
Mustafa came in with
me. You did 1 year with Wade.
Yeah, I did 1 year with Wade.
Then
That's the
Gary
reason why I
Williams
went
came
there.
in.
And
Yeah.
you started 1 year, and then he bounced. He went to the league.
Yeah, he went to the league. So
17,
Bob Wade came to my home, man, and you know, he was a big reason why I went there too. I mean, he just reminded me a lot of my grandfather, you know, in the way he looks, his mannerisms. He just reminded me of my mother's father.
Okay.
And so man, he had me hooked right there, right out the gate. You know, he it was very his the way he carried himself was very familiar. He was like a guy in the neighborhood that I grew up with. I felt that I could trust him. You know, my family did as well, and so it was a great fit. You know, and when he left, I really thought about leaving because I just wanted to be loyal to him, and I was ready to sacrifice, you know, my career or what I thought was best for me. I really contemplated that because I just had so much
come with me,
respect
man.
for him.
Do you realize?
Come to G-Town.
So
That was the word on the
I
hill.
almost made that move,
Man,
man.
that was your move.
I mean, I don't know
What were
for
you
sure,
thinking
but
about, dog? Keep 100.
you did.
Keep 100.
I'm gonna tell you the 3 teams.
Okay,
I was
all
thinking
right,
about.
keep 100.
Georgetown, UVA, and UNLV.
Yeah.
I just thought that because UNLV had an interest, I was just like, because we used to watch them on TV. They were the show.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about that, but I didn't try to put too much pressure on myself and really make it consume me. I just said, you know what, I ain't gonna really think about it like that, and whatever naturally comes, that's what I'm gonna do. And every morning I woke up a Turk, man, and so I never made the change, you know. Yeah.
Me, you and Zoe up there, man. Good God.
That would have been scary.
Hey, but what you did was big, man, for Maryland.
No, I mean
Man, they owe you for life, man.
they never get to winning the
What
national
you did
championship.
was
If
big.
you
You stuck
leave,
through that.
then it just changes the whole.
I just think the whole
You stuck through that.
the whole dynamic when you bring it up, Charlie. Like even with when you and T Maz did this book, right? More even than T Maz. T Maz played with him, right? Like you are kind of forever linked to Lenny, and the reason why, to me personally, is because when I think of, and again, maybe it's me. I don't want to put it on everybody else, but for me, personally, when I think of Maryland basketball, I think of Lenny and I think of Walt Williams. Like it's no. I mean, Juan Dixon won a chip. I mean, it's a lot. Juan, this is the leading scorer. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, we cool with Lonnie Baxter. We can talk about Albert King. We can talk about so many dudes y'all had. The Ben Colemans, the Buck Williams, the fucking your man, John Lucas, Adrian Brown. Come on, we can talk. I can name 1,000 people in the Maryland, right? But at the end of the day, I feel like, in a certain sense, y'all are interconnected. Number one, because Lenny was the man, and he obviously is like kind of like a martyr. He died for the good of everybody, and he's almost larger than life. He's almost better than he was because he died. But then you had the wherewithal to actually stay in that motherfucker. You had the death penalty. You had 2 years, no NCAA. You could have bounced easily. Still went to the league. Still been a 7th pick or whatever.
But Bryce, you know
what I'm saying? But you fucking stayed.
It's called loyalty, man. It's like
crazy
a
to me,
union.
To me, you
And,
know.
and that's why Walt is so appreciated. Besides his talent, he stayed there.
You
all
stayed,
that.
dog.
So look,
You stayed, big dog.
so here's the thing, man. You know, like that's why I enjoy coming out and doing stuff like this because I play against all y'all dudes. So to hear you say things like that, so it's the respect that I know you dudes got some real game. And to hear y'all say things like that, it's just humbling, you know, because I know that y'all real ball players, and to see me and something like, because I, you know, the biggest comment I heard from my coach was that he's like, yo, that boy right there got heart. You know, I never knew he thought that about me, you know, and I never knew you guys, you know, feel that way about me. You know, me and you had battles like crazy. I mean, you got a game, bro, and so for you to say something like that, man, it means a lot. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of respect for y'all guys, man. Y'all ballers, and y'all used to get that damn thing done. You know, no, straight up, man. And I used to see it firsthand, you know, and so that's it's not something that I can say, oh, maybe I saw this or I heard about this. It's something I used to see firsthand, man. And so to hear y'all say things like that, man, it means a lot, bro.
Yeah,
we appreciate you for coming supporting us. And the thing, getting back to the Lenny situation, the thing I'm very, you know what I'm saying, excited about is that, you know, a lot of things you hear about Lenny from it's negative shit. The media's talking about this and that.
Man.
But for you guys to come out with a book about rocket shit that people don't even fucking know, never heard about, you know what I'm saying?
Positive.
And I'm just hoping that people look at Slim as a whole nother situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that was more, you know what I'm saying, like, real shit to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I heard about it, that's why I mean, I said, man, we need to come on and talk about this. But you ain't hesitate. You like, let's
do
let
it,
me
man.
know what day.
I mean, it goes into it all. Like just like you mentioned earlier, like the you know, these guys going to a championship, winning a championship. So because I think that me and Tony was fueled by what we went through and how people viewed the university. So in the summer times, we made sure that those dudes got into the gym. We made sure that pros came here to hoop with us. That was me and Tony that got these guys. You have C. Weber, White Chocolate, Nick Anderson in here hooping with these college kids, right? And so now when we go into the season now, you used to playing against pro dudes. Now you going out here against these dudes. It's easy work.
We had the best
Get it up there.
Same way
they had the best ball.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh man, we used to make sure they get up there, you know, because we wanted to see the universities do well.
Some funny shit though. We got the people know which white chocolate you talking about.
Nah, he talking about
Jason Williams.
You gotta get it.
Yeah, you gotta give it. We got
The real.
I talk about Jason.
I'm fucked up by saying the real white chocolate. I fucked up.
Just say Jason.
I'm fucked up for saying that. The real white chocolate.
From Sacramento.
First he's white chocolate.
From West Virginia.
Yeah, he used to come up here sometimes, man. Yeah, he used to get it in, man.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Merle had some definitely good bump. All the time.
Man. You know.
And then you broke Lenny's shit, right? I mean, what was that? I don't remember. I just see the wildest shit is because we all peers, so we was in school at the same time. But I just remember every night I was like, so I want him to break that shit. I don't know what it was. It was like 30 points every night. Like he was some hard shit. Like how hard right now in the league was his shit in college. So he was like on something. He about to break Lenny's shit. Like that's what I mean. Y'all intertwined, Joe. Like. I mean, 26.8. That's round up. 27 points a game, Slim. Like, I would have never saw that shit. And you my ninja. You my big twin brother. Like, you know what I mean?
That bump was real too. Wasn't no freshman.
That's what he said. Look, there wasn't no Slim. They kid on you. Zones, double teams, boxing ones.
You went on a hard run
like
in
30.
ACC.
I don't know what it was. It was 30.
He went on a hard run in ACC, man. He was getting 30 every night.
My teammates.
Today they say laying waste. They didn't say that back then.
Right.
But you was laying waste.
But I tell you what, I would not have been able to do that. My teammates. Look, after the game, right? Sometimes my teammates will tell me how many points I had before I even see it myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll come to the bed. We come out of a huddle, and my boy Frank Horton say, "Hey man."
Frank Horton out of curl.
Hey, he'll say, out of curl. He'll say, hey, dog, it's 8 minutes left. You got 26, bro. I need 30 tonight. He'll tell me straight up.
Great teammate.
Yeah, Frank Horton tell me that right after Frank Horton. He wasn't playing.
We look at that shit on YouTube, dog. We look at that shit. That's the shit. Motherfuckers.
And it made me feel comfortable, man. It made me feel like I wasn't really gunning out there, you know? Percentage was high.
But can you tell us the real truth? Like, do you got residuals with Gary Williams and his contracts because you saved his life?
Not really. Gary Williams is a hell of a dude, man.
No, Gary Williams is by far,
he got to keep walking.
Exceptionally great dude.
Hey,
but can I just say,
he's a Maryland alumni too, man.
Hey, listen.
As much as Lenny put us on the map, and like Lenny is the greatest ever of all ever.
They ain't put the bag. I bet you they ain't put the bag in the book.
But Joe, they got the bag. Yeah, tell us about the bag, Joe. Like, hey,
I'll tell you about
they ain't put the bag in the book. I tell you that motherfucker. But
Smith, he's terrible.
Yeah.
Smith is terrible.
Hey, Lefty Brazil, we gonna break you off, man.
Oh man,
we gonna make sure you're good, Lefty.
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
Gary was real for me, man. Gary,
This dude, hey, look, this dude right here, though, real talk, real quick, yo, you can talk for fucking the next 50 minutes straight. Like, this nigga is super, he beyond humble, you know what I mean? Like, you talk about this shit like you wasn't there. And I mean that, like, no disrespect, yo, like, you talk about this shit like you wasn't there, yo, that was just good shit. Like, dog, that's the wildest shit about it, yo. You actually did that shit. Like, it's not make believe. That's real shit, yo.
Yeah, it's through what we here talking about now, because he explained how much Lenny was an influence on him.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Watching him play and even going around, so he already had it tenacity and like, man, I'm gonna go there and cook and do this because of what he been watching Lenny do. You know what I'm saying?
I thought this is how you do this right here.
that's amazing, yo.
This is how you do this right here. You can't come out here and
bullshit.
getting 12 and you gotta come out here and kill these boys. Because that's what he did, and that's what I saw. That's what I saw. And so you know, Gary used to do stuff like, I remember one game I started the game off, I was maybe like 0 for 7. And I passed up an open shot, man, and he called timeout, and he came out on the court, and he was just yelling at me about, you know, if you don't shoot the ball, we not gonna win. And I was thinking to myself, man, I just missed like 7 or 8 in a row.
You in your mind,
but I'm just like, this dude is telling me, and it just made me so confident, those type of things. But we one time we was down, we was losing to Duke by about maybe like 20 points or something like that. And I was running the point at this time. And he switched me off the ball and started running these dribble handoff into a 3-pointer. Like I would catch it and the basket would be here. And I'm turning like it was almost like a 360. And then the next day in practice, from that point on, that play started being a normal play. And I was thinking to myself, like, damn, did this dude think that I can make this shot? You know, a 360 like
fucking right.
And I was like, that's what I would do. I was
like,
he think I could? Yeah, hell yeah, I can do that. You know, I can do that. I'm gonna show this dude every time I step out here. I thought that he thought I was the rawest dude in college, and I tried to show him that. I tried to show him that every time I stepped out there. So he was a great motivator for me.
That was my man.
He took me to the next level as far as my competitive nature and just having a mentality to dominate the game.
Great guards, coach.
Great
guards.
Kind of talk about the process of like actually writing a book, and then you know.
Oh man,
like,
it was.
But one thing, you know, like because you know Lenny passed away, and you couldn't reference, you know, you couldn't call him and say, like, how was the process of actually with, you know, the publishing process, editing process? How was that?
Well, just the process in general as a whole, it was a lot of different emotions. It was sadness, to just reliving those things. Man, it was devastating for me. I mean, it was devastating, and you know, just a happiness to be able to tell this story right here and feel like we put another narrative to this man's life and showing the positive impact that he had on us, and but. The process of the editing and stuff like that was kind of seamless because we were doing other things throughout the process. So it wasn't like we were so zoned into just getting the book published. It was a project, you know. And so we walked through it slowly and making sure that we did things the proper way. And so it seemed like it was a process, but it seemed like at the end it was pretty quick.
So, you know, so when you saw that finished product, how did you feel?
Oh man, when I saw the book and saw that cover and saw Lenny on the front of that thing, man, I was like, so if you look at the cover, he's in color, but the rest of the book is black and white, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I can't believe I forgot the book, man. I can't believe that was my bad. No doubt, I'll get to y'all. Y'all can just sit up here whoever come up here from now on.
That book gonna be right here.
I got scribed. I got my online
The good thing about it, the one thing I know about the book, what you all did was, you said y'all been working on it for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And you
took your time. You
took your time for one, but then when you get to talking about what you're doing to people, I mean, as far as what you're doing, like you writing a book, certain people tend to come and try to emulate that shit and try to do that same shit, and then they get to hate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think the greatest thing about this situation is, it's like, you just started really, not saying you just started talking about the book publicly, but the most you talked about is when it's out.
Yeah.
So I think that was the smartest shit about the whole situation about the book. You know what I'm saying? Because you get with people and you know, you done been everywhere in the world. Yeah. And you can be like, man, I done played out there, out there. So just say Walt Williams coming out with the book. Exactly. Walt Williams and Tony Massenburg about Lenny Bias.
Tony Massenburg played every team in the league.
Imagine people they know that be on their line and be like, man, I can help you with this help. And y'all kept it where y'all kept it and just came out with it. And it's like,
man, look.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna make sure that motherfucker can go where it needs to go. It's gonna go anyway. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But you know, from us to you, man, that's some shit. Whereas a lot of people be thinking about doing stuff like that, but when you do that shit, then that's when people will be like, oh yeah, I should have did that. Or y'all actually did that shit.
It's good feeling, man. Good feeling to get it done.
No, y'all actually did that shit. Without no motherfucker, no Hollywood bullshit and chocolate books and all that, because y'all seen that shit
right from here.
And y'all the type of dudes that's like that though.
And,
you know what I mean?
Right from here though, man.
That's the support we need to start giving our local people, man, because I think we just, the thing I'm learning from you writing the book, you know, and Tony, is like some people in certain situations, in certain levels of life and of their name, you kind of get like, man, I know that shit, but man, I ain't gonna do all, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this and that. But by you and Tony actually doing that shit about a legend like Lenny, you can imagine how many of us wanted to do that.
It's hard to not talk about it, though.
Oh man,
is it not hard to not talk about it? Somebody asked me the other day, like, so we were talking about this situation, right? And you coming on and talking about the book and everything, and somebody that wasn't aware of how Lenny was asked me, "Can you compare him to somebody?" And it's fun. And I think I'm the smartest nigga on the planet, right?
I can't think of
nobody that had his game, yo.
I'm trying to like say, oh, this dude remind me of Joe.
Like
this dude remind me of Larry.
There wasn't nobody like him, Joe.
I cannot think of one person to say, oh, you know what? Yeah, he remind me of
That's Lenny. And
I've never seen that dude.
I went to the depths of my mind. I swear on my life. I was trying to figure it out, Charlie Mo, and I couldn't. It's not one dude, modern day, you can say Barkley, it wasn't nobody.
And guess why? Because the early came.
He was efficient as fuck too, though.
But guess what?
We talking about player efficiency and all that shit.
But guess what? I totally agree, Me and what you're saying. I think today, the way the shit going on today, I think people watch, like, you gotta think back in the day, nigga, you had one channel to watch an NBA game, but that was only a Sunday. Yeah. But 1 o'clock on a Sunday, you might catch
Channel 9,
playing against and then
Tommy Heisen and Mike Gorman, motherfuckers.
You getting all that shit now when you can say, oh, I still can't find no motherfucker that's playing right now. They're gonna say that's Lenny Bias.
I don't think nobody really had his game, Joe.
I mean, and you know what it is? It's not coming from
because he wasn't like no LeBron
guy that write in the paper or a journalist. It's come from people that live.
No,
they putting their thoughts together.
That's my point in saying. That's my point in saying. That's why I appreciate what Walt and Tony is doing and have done with the book, because it's like they know they done seen more than motherfuckers read about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's when our society gets so caught up in talking fucked up about motherfuckers that be from where we from. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't keep doing that dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much positive shit that outweighs that bad shit. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that we all got to think about as black people, communities, we human.
Yeah, absolutely.
We human. We ain't, I mean, you know, people be looking at, oh, that's they human. They do the same shit we do. They make them do a little more as we do on certain levels, but at the same time, these motherfuckers they not robots.
No. You know, like I looked at it like, you know, hey, I play basketball, I play in the NBA, but I'm a financial advisor. I have a scholarship at University of Maryland.
People don't understand that type of shit.
I'm on the board for Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Right.
I do a lot of different things here, and it's because that I believe that the same things that can get you to the highest level in the NBA or whatever, those same characteristics can make you good in whatever, because it takes determination, it takes work ethic. That's in anything that you do. You know, so you don't have to just reserve it for basketball. You know, it can be in anything that you do. And that's one thing, man. I just say, like growing up, my parents always made me believe that I never, like, we going through the path of playing basketball. Okay, we in high school. Okay, what's the next thing? College. Okay, we gonna go to university. What's after college? Okay, the NBA. I always thought that it was just the next step. These are the things that happen. I never thought that it was a big thing that I was doing, and I never thought it was something that I could not do. I always thought that it was, okay, this is when you work hard, this is what happens. So I'm not the guy that goes on stage and say, hey, I'm not supposed to be, I am supposed to be here. You know why? Because my mom and daddy told me if I work hard, these good things is going to happen. So that's what I did, and so I believe that I'm supposed to be where I am. You know,
sometimes that gets misconstrued. People take that the wrong way.
That's because people don't know.
They don't know what you're going through. You got a path. You don't have to go out there and brag about what you're doing. They know what you're doing.
Not at all.
I tell
you, so when you're not doing this and that, so when
it's going,
and we had that talk, when you make it, you like, dude, just call me. I ain't reach out to you when I was in high school. Y'all was just hanging out with me. You know, just call me.
Anyway,
I'm the same guy.
And it's the same with that guy.
Jay Butler said his premiums high at Blue
He said that.
Jay Butler said his premiums high.
A lot of success comes from keeping shit to yourself and not putting people in your business.
Humble.
You know what I'm saying? And humble, that's number one. But I'm telling you, but once you get to say, for example, you say, even what we doing right now, just without show, just talking and having important guests that play in the league and all that. The first thing that my brother told me, y'all gonna have some motherfuckers hating. And I'm like, for what? Like, we ain't doing it, but no, I'm trying to tell you. Because he's speaking from experience. He been there in situations like that night I saw you the game. I saw Rod Strickland. So man, Rod was as a half. I'm like, what's up, Rod? Boom, boom, boom.
Rod was wrong.
I look different. I said, man, what's up, man? He said, he's like, Kurt, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Boom. The first thing that motherfucker told me, man, call your brother. Let me holler and join the first. And then later on, he's like, man, this basketball is more fraternity that people need to fucking know about.
Omega Psi.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know that shit.
That shit real.
Everybody got their other shit, but when it comes to that hoop, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days of fraternity, now it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? But everybody out like the making shit up temple that you know that day. The first thing Dennis and Rob was like, man, tell my man I said what's up. It's just a situation where motherfuckers outside looking in be doing so much, just want to have that media and don't want a motherfucker to get to the next level.
Hey, look.
Everything is negative coming out, and that's why I credit you and Tony for the book, because we done heard all the bullshit, even from people from here about that. Oh, that's let's spend some time talking about the shit he's done for us.
He laid it down
to make us want to go.
Let's do
that.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Let's not keep spending time on that negative shit.
Absolutely.
But even before there was, we talk about swag, and niggas talk about drip.
That's all I'm saying.
Was that swag.
He had all that, right?
He had the drip,
but he wasn't
slim.
But he wasn't earning.
He made me, nigga. I was working at KFC.
Did you see him on Fast Break?
That's what I'm saying.
He had the fly, Joe.
He didn't come the first nigga with the gators and lizards. You think I wasn't?
Guess what?
Fly.
But he wasn't. But
my little paper with my little lizards, I'm going to go down and get my shit too because of Lenny.
He was never arrogant.
No, never.
His visual appearance was like, come on, Joe. It's like whenever you see Lenny, you thinking of back then, you younger, you watching, I'm telling you something, this real talk. No, one thing with me
was Mike Jones.
No,
this was Dr. J, nigga.
No, this is real shit I'm about to tell you.
I'm trying to figure out who he was in the 80s. He was Dr. J, because it wasn't Mike yet.
I'm going to tell you some real shit.
Mike at the same time.
Remember back in the day?
He was Dr. J. He was
German. I don't know if y'all felt the same as I did about watching NBA All-Star games back in the day. You know what I made sure I seen on motherfucking Channel 9 or whatever they on? I get up early in the morning, it's All Star. I'm watching them motherfuckers pull up in them motherfucking furs, their dress shit. Fucking right, because that's what they was showing back then.
Yeah.
Now it's about, oh, we got the LeBron 20s. I was like, man, them niggas fly as a motherfucker. Lenny had that shit with him back then. He ain't gonna walk past. He not gonna walk past you and not speak to you. Yeah. And he gonna know who the fuck you are. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying about this book.
Ain't that wool.
It ain't nothing.
He was with pretty bitches.
Oh no, he
fucking pretty bitches.
Yeah, I didn't want to speak on that.
I won't speak on it. I remember he fucked with pretty bitches.
No, he has some. We're not gonna call him that.
Okay.
Let's call him that.
No disrespect.
We can keep with the wound. He has a nice wound.
No disrespect. Hashtag no disrespect.
Yeah, he has a nice wound with it. Nice wound with it. But you gotta think that. You gotta think this. Everything he did on and off the court made us want to be like him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just about basketball now.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
It's the way he carried himself.
He off the camps.
Yeah, you got to think about that. He never was on that Lenny shit. Where I'm speaking from my experience, and my experience with him as far as being around 100 motherfuckers, and he right there. I done seen this man shake every hand. Play one-on-one little fun games with kids and all that. Right. Everybody call him speak at the camp. He right there. Yeah. Everything, Joe. But he had his time. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Go get them bras, whatever you going to do. Go do all that. But at the same time, that dude right there was a prime example of a role model as far as an athlete. When you just know how to carry yourself in public and not be no motherfucker with I ain't gonna speak, you know. That wasn't him, son. He'd come to you first.
When he crossed them lines on that basketball court, it was fuck you.
He was a motherfucker.
Whole different animal.
Yeah.
Whole different animal. Whole different animal.
He had it out. He the first motherfucker I saw at the half court. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? He hit motherfucker. He give me the vibe. Bam! He give you 5 of them motherfuckers. Oh yeah. Your shit like, oh shit.
Yeah, he did, man.
He was a motherfucker, Joe.
Hey, they introduced the, you know how you introduce the players. He
give them the hard ass.
And the players used to come and have to say, they stopped doing that, I think, because of the dudes, man.
He's smacking your head like hard. He slapped your head like he bitch slapped you.
Hey, my man, I gotta get my man out and say my shout out to St. Louis. That was the reason why I said that, Slim, because like says we was 15 and that nigga's coming to practice was like every day.
He getting some sweat.
Yeah, he was just coming, like boom, like and not bullshit. He did frying. But at the same time, it's like we 15 years old. Like, what the fuck?
What is he doing?
Who gets to go home and say, they practice them bars every day, and you 15 motherfucking years old.
And he would have caught us 4 years.
That nigga, I'm trying to tell you,
right. That's unheard of, man.
And he would have caught us 4 years.
So you heard of him, man.
He played here in ACC twice back then.
You're not playing against no freshman or sophomore who potentially gonna be good later on.
Right.
He good right now. You gotta deal with this thing right now. You gotta deal with it right now.
What you gonna do?
Now, what are you gonna do? Put 30 on you up in your head.
Behind the basketball.
Yeah.
Nah, well, that's what's up though, Slim. When I heard about the book, I said I got to call Slim and see. Yeah. We can come on and talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it, man. You know.
Nah, we appreciate it for sure. A whole lot for you to come on and talk to us. That's a book.
Yeah.
Classic, like
classic.
Hey, book. How many motherfuckers you know wrote a book, yo? I mean, no disrespect to nobody.
I know, I get that.
How many motherfuckers? We know a lot of motherfuckers. How many motherfuckers you know? My man, like, he wrote the fuck. His book was actually done it. I'm buying, and I don't want it free. You can sign my shit, but I still want to buy that motherfucker and want to support. No, real shit though.
Hey, look,
real shit though.
Get that quick plug. Lessonsfromlenny.com. You can get that autographed copy, man. You get an autographed copy, or you can go ahead and get it from anywhere. Amazon, Barnes and Noble. It's not gonna be autographed though, unless you see me in the street somewhere. Okay. But lessonsfromlenny.com. It come autographed, baby.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
No, that's real shit, though. That's what's up, Slim. That's some real fucking good shit. And coming from you to be going to that motherfucking 30s a night, you're talking about the motherfucker that went there before you. Yeah, like. Yeah. You know
so
what I'm
who
saying?
the bad motherfuckers you impressed with now? I mean, you know, we got the trade shit that went down. Some racket shit going on in the NBA.
You know, my favorite player to watch is Harden, man. I mean, that thing is just.
We had this conversation,
man.
I
like that dude, man. I look at him, and you know, I like to score. I score, so I look at that dude and go,
just like that.
That dude
you
can score.
You passed way more than him, though.
I did. I passed way more than that dude. But here's what I like about Harden. Harden to me is a facilitator, right? But he understands when Chris Paul gone, I gotta get buckets out here. I think he a dude that get the ball early, and when dudes are opening up the court, I think he keeps
and people forget that he played the point in Oklahoma City.
What's my Kobe statement?
You know, hey man,
he agreed with the shit though.
No, Kobe
this
said
what I
that
think.
was
Harden
no
agreed with it
champion.
though.
This what I think
Harden
about.
agree with Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
This what I think about
Harden
Kobe.
said he
I
didn't have a
say-
full roster yet.
Right. So I think what Kobe was saying, I think he speaks from experience because he was a dude that was gunning like that.
Yeah.
He understood, hey, we can't win that way. So I think he speaks from experience and he knows what he's talking about. So I think that Harden just was doing that because he had to. Now he got Chris Paul back.
But I think people
And he
issues.
got
But I
some
think
more
people.
pieces.
But if you really listen to how people, when they try to criticize Harden, it's the amount of threes and it goes. The amount of dribbles that go into 3-pointers.
Right.
Because Kobe played the mid-range game. And Harden shoot a high velocity of threes, and people don't like that.
Right.
That's to me. That's what it goes back to.
I think the game has evolved to that
Right.
though. They
That's how they
behind
hooping
Harden.
now.
Right.
And so here's what I say. Because I think Harden goes to the free throw line a lot, and I think he gets
That too.
legitimately
That
fouled.
too. They don't
And
like
here's
that.
what I'm saying. This dude, if you watch him play, he shoots the ball in people's face on a very consistent basis. He makes you feel like I have to block this dude's jump shot in order for him to miss. That is very rare.
Better score Harden than Durant.
Better just scoring,
Harden, yo.
just scoring,
Harden.
or offensive game. If I say offensive game, I say Harden, but scoring, I don't think Harden can score like KD. I still think
Because
KD can
KD don't
score.
dominate the ball like Harden.
Yeah, and I believe
I
that.
think Harden got to dominate the ball to score.
You know what?
But
pissed
then
me
his
off
defense though, the team that KD's on, he don't have to dominate the ball.
Nah, but
So
he
when
can
he
score at will.
when he get the ball,
So are they the
I
same?
think it's
then?
definitely
So
hard
are
to
they the
stop
same?
KD from scoring.
Are they the same? And KD just tall.
But to me it goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying.
to
KD
me,
is a 6'11".
I mean,
But to me,
he's
but,
a 6'11"
but to me,
Harden.
but to me, it goes
Can't
back.
deal
But
with
to
that.
me, it goes back to the volume of threes because Harden shoot more threes than KD do.
Yeah.
So like he's almost
He has
shortening. He's shortening the amount of possessions he
Who
needs.
jumped
to
KD
score.
with Houston?
Okay, how about this? Who jumping better?
who jump shot the best?
I'm giving
KD.
Durant. Fucking right it is KD.
You know what the
Motherfucking
fuck
right.
though?
You
That's
know,
what I'm saying. Motherfucking right.
in an all-star
So imagine
game,
if he was selfish.
Where that question come from?
He
That's
shoots
what
the
I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm saying?
Oh,
Imagine if he was a little more selfish. What I'm saying.
But
KD
you know
shoot
the
the
game
three.
way better than to ask that question.
I think Harden is better off the dribble.
Yeah.
Fucking wet.
I think KD is I think he's the best scorer in the league.
But see,
but
Harden
I think
can't
Harden's
do what
the
he's
best
doing.
offensive player.
Harden
Yeah,
can't
I
do what
think
he's
Harden's
doing
the
if he was to go to state. That's what I'm saying.
but
KD doing that shit.
Harden was to go to state, he would-
But Harden, I think
You
that
would hate
if
his life, yo.
I think if KD was with Houston, I believe that he could score like that, but I don't believe it would translate into wins. I think
Right.
Harden, the way Harden plays, it translates to wins.
It translates wins to regular season.
Yeah, regular season. Definitely right.
You know what-
Chris Paul is there to get us through the playoffs.
Harden's there to get us there.
you know what pissed me off tonight, though?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not
Pissed me off tonight
Harden,
that all-star draft.
He a bad dude.
All-star draft.
He is a
And
bad
I'm
dude.
taking Harden first.
I'm taking Harden first
In
too.
an all-star game,
I'm taking Harden. I'm taking Harden all day.
They dogged him tonight.
No. You know they dogged him?
They dogged him,
Because
man.
they want to shine in the All-Star game also.
They dogged him
Hard,
tonight.
could in a low, crazy kind of way, it's hard in you.
I'm taking Harden first, bro.
Man, I'm taking Harden over
I'm
anybody in
saying
the world.
you. I said you.
Scoring wise,
nigga. I'm saying you.
I'm 3'11".
No, but you 3'11". You good.
3'10".
I passed the ball a little bit, though, Bryson.
Motherfucker, Harden average 9-10 assists a game, nigga.
See,
When?
all this come like McGrady said. All the Harden shit come from that last dribble. When the whole defense come, it gotta be somebody open. Harden might get that motherfucker to you to shoot a three.
You saw what Pippa
Knock
said.
that motherfucker out. And I'm gonna knock that motherfucker out.
Pippa said he locking that up.
But not even just that, Kirk. The other half is when you penetrate in the lane and just dump it off. Like he could lay it up himself, but he just dump it off. I get what you're saying.
He dominated the basketball so
right.
much. He dominated us with it's like you have no choice but to be that good.
I agree with you on this assist, but here's what I'm saying. I just think through that period right now, he's doing that. But this is the dude and he don't get assists for this. He'll get that ball, he'll kick it up, and he'll allow Eric Gordon and those dudes to go one-on-one real quick before y'all get back into 5-on-5. And when you a scorer like that, that's, I believe that you giving your teammates a chance. But then now you give it back to me now, it's on.
Will Harden ever get a ring?
I think with Chris Paul, I think it's not going to be the same. I think he'll change that up with Chris Paul. And I think that I think it's a possibility. It might be a possibility.
Who's more dominant with the basketball, Harden or Allen Iverson?
Harden,
yo.
Yeah, it seems like Harden.
Because Harden ain't giving that bitch, he ain't going off screen.
Oh, but guess what I'm saying?
Allen gave that bitch up with Larry Johnson.
That's what I'm saying about Harden. It's
Larry
like
Brown changed his game.
You can't go see Harden play another style of basketball. He gonna play like he play every night.
Iverson ain't wasting
Hey,
a lot of time.
gave that bitch up. Nigga, Eric Snow had
Iverson wasn't wasting a lot of time.
Listen what I'm saying.
He wasn't.
Hey, y'all was just a bitch.
You got motherfuckers that play basketball, right? And you know this is what I know. You got dudes that hoop on a high level. You might go see them always play Monday night. Them might get 40 and 10. Wednesday night, it might be 37 and 3. Well, Harden is what it is.
40, 10,
yeah, all that shit.
9.
Yeah.
So
like it's 60.
So how you get triple doubles with? Triple doubles with 60 pieces.
Who triple doubles do you appreciate more, Harden's or Westbrook?
Harden's.
Because he gets 60.
You talking about shit. I'm gonna tell you something about to me Westbrook. He going and he up there and it's like man, he does that more than Harden to me. I think that Harden.
No, because he don't dominate the ball.
You don't think
Harden does.
Westbrook
He do no.
This year is a different. This year is a different than the previous years. So you're right about that.
Westbrook dominates the ball, but Harden dominated at a historic level.
Absolutely, dude.
300 straight points not coming from an assist.
That is crazy.
Westbrook really shoot threes like that.
But I'm just saying, getting all those buckets with no assists.
That's a lot of buckets.
That's a lot.
No, you gotta respect that.
To get on your own, bro.
No, we gotta respect. Now, how about these dumbass coaches don't double this motherfucker?
I mean, how can you not do that?
They don't. But that's not what it is. It's the fact that nobody switch on the screen. Like that's the part people don't talk about because nobody fight through the screen. He gets the he sees the matchup he wants. So if KD guarding him, he's going to pick and roll until KD is not guarding him.
So he's just outsmarting you.
It's not even that.
You don't even try. Double him when he comes across that.
Playing his game.
I think he's an offensive genius.
Yeah, but it's up to you if you're going to.
He's thinking that game out there. He's thinking everything.
Back in y'all day, would he be doing that?
Nah, hell no.
Okay,
we get that ball out of that's
you gonna get the ball in his hands.
Yeah. And you definitely ain't going to the rack and doing it.
Somebody knock his head off.
That game was way more physical, especially when you didn't have the ball and you running around. Dudes was
they hitting you off. If you going off screens, they hitting you.
Oh man, they hitting you.
They getting in your way, a little bump real quick.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be as wide open as far as to get your jump shot off and all that shit. I just think he a bad motherfucker. I don't want nobody to think I'm saying he's not like that. Yeah. I'm just saying in general, like Coach, I just think he can't win with the shit he doing.
I don't think he can win a championship like that either. But I mean, you need more people than just one dude, and especially in this.
They not bad though.
I look at that starting lineup, right?
Right. Well, since today's game, I don't even know none of these motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. You take Chris Paul out of that equation, the work he was putting in, and you look at that lineup right here. He had Eric Gordon, Capella was gone.
Yeah.
He had some kid had some braids in his head. Number 4. I don't even know what his name was.
But do you know half of these motherfuckers?
Nah, I don't.
Hey, look, these
but you being a commentator,
all this.
You gotta really
got stuff.
Read and be like, who the fuck is this?
But what you?
It was some trades. Like,
what you think about the Markelle trade?
I don't know who got the better.
Mike Muscala.
What y'all think about the Markelle Fultz trade?
I like the Markelle Fultz trade. I think there's much pressure off of him because Philly was stacked up. So they been said fuck him before 2 trades.
He wasn't gonna play.
So what I'm saying is, for him to go to somewhere, get a little peace of mind.
Yeah.
You got to think Philly is actually home. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's right down the street.
Yeah. So he in Orlando. Just get your mind right.
Good.
And do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not counting him out.
Nah.
He gonna have an opportunity to play. That's the biggest
That's
thing.
no,
And be able to show what he can do. And that's the biggest thing for
Yeah.
him personally. And so
Yeah,
when I look
damn
at
right.
the Markelle Fultz trade, I don't look at how it works for him team wise. I'm just looking at
Individually.
him individually.
I'm with you on that.
And I feel like this is a good move
That
because
is.
I agree with you. How Philly's stacking up veteran
they
guys
stacking,
and
man. They trying to win right now.
Yeah, and so it ain't gonna be room
ain't
to
fit
work
in.
him in there. I don't believe, and so that'll be a disadvantage. Then win, he gonna be on a team that win more, but it won't work out individually.
And that wasn't an easy trade for Philly. Traded away a #1 pick.
Yeah.
I mean, I think.
Well, I think they comfortable with they, you know. With
Yeah, I
they
mean,
doing
but
right now. But you gotta think Ben young too, though.
and they also just
And
got
Ben young too, so they ain't looking at no.
And they
don't never want
but-
to trade away your
But they just got another. They just got another #1 pick. So they all right.
From them being
What they
so
trying
young,
to do, right? For they don't worry about
They
it.
ain't tripping.
They ain't tripping
They
off that.
trying to win right now.
No, the way the league is right now, they saying fuck it. We Ben young and B young. We gonna protect them. We can get some free agents.
But
out
the Wizards pretty much decided to tank this year. It looked like they
that's not a bad move.
No, not at all.
That's
Not at all.
Right,
The
Pop
draft,
healthy, man.
the
You
draft,
ain't, man.
the draft. He ain't having a good year this year.
I mean,
The draft is deep.
Bobby Porter
The draft is deep to me.
You trade Otto Porter, so if you can, I thought that they would not be able to
Move that contract. Me neither.
So I thought that's why they
I thought that was
got
a huge. I thought that was a.
So I felt like they should have kept.
I thought they should have kept Oubre.
I thought they should have kept Oubre. If you
Yeah.
think that you get rid of Otto Porter, you keep
They
that
end up
dude
getting rid of
big,
both of
man.
them.
That's what I'm
Oubre
saying.
good, man.
Yeah.
Oubre having a good year.
I told you that shit happen. That was a Bama ass move.
I think see
Oubre.
Oubre fit with any young motherfucker that can just run up and down the court, run and jump and dunk. Phoenix is where
every
you
year,
get.
though, man.
Until Phoenix get a mindset saying they trying to win, any young motherfucker that ain't no #1, #2 guy, go to Phoenix. And go and get you average about 18, 20 a game. You be
Get your bag
motherfucking
up.
2-82.
Get your bag up.
Yeah, get your bag up and you good. No bullshit. That's why Lonzo Ball father said I want him to go to Phoenix. he can do his thing with
He said he want all his sons in Phoenix though.
Yeah,
You saw that?
yeah, they can go
So he
282.
changed that up right there. He wanted to Phoenix.
He want Jello not even an NBA basketball player. He want him in Phoenix.
Yeah,
But Melo is tough though.
Right.
Melo is tough. And speaking of that, man,
No,
your son,
motherfucking the boy from Lakers tough.
no, Lonzo, yeah, we know that. We
Fuck
know
all
that. We
that
know
nigga
that.
tough. I don't give a fuck what nobody
He
say.
slide the motherfucking
No, we
dog.
know that.
That nigga like
Yeah, I
that.
don't like
I like him.
He like that,
I
Joe.
like him. He
Play.
see that floor.
He passes the shit out that
Yes, he
motherfucker.
does, man.
Yes, he can play.
No, he passes the shit out that
And
motherfucker.
defensively, though, the motherfuckers like that for real.
He slides him. He slides
Game the
him.
right way.
No, he slide the
No,
motherfuckers real.
no. Just go back to you with your son going to Boston College. How that feel, man? That's one of your.
Oh man,
that's
that
when you're right.
is a fantastic feeling just to see. You know, I seen this kid work, man, and you know he a quiet dude. He reminded me a lot of me at that time. You know, at that point in my career, you know, he reminded me a lot of that. You know, quiet kid, that inner competitiveness. Just got the physical tools, man. He long, athletic. You know, and he could do things out there, man. And I try to reserve and take a step back. I don't, you know, my son is, you know.
What was Turgeon in this? What was Turgeon?
Hey, I don't know, man. Maybe we see that ACC Big Ten matchup.
What was Turgeon? Okay.
I don't know, man.
You know what Turgeon probably said? Walt is already getting the bag too much commentary. So we don't need to give him
Extra 60,000 a year.
all those bags.
Extra 67,000 a year on that
He
scholarship.
probably said, look here, man. He already getting the bag from us.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
you know, I definitely appreciate you, man. You've been a big supporter of everything I've done for the last 8. I mean, sending your boys to the combine, to the coalition, man. I appreciate, you know.
Well, I tell you what, Rick, man. You know, you had my oldest son out there. He used to come to the rec center out there and get some of that bump, man. I appreciated that, man. You exposed my son to that type of stuff right there, and so that was a good experience for him, man. And you know, at the end of the day, man, you doing good things around here, and I always want to be a part of that, you know, because you know, I know that we got so much talent around here. I know it's a lot of distractions that can happen, man. So anybody trying to get it going positive, doing positive things, man. You know, if I can help.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
because motherfucking DC Rick. Look, DC Rick is just about DC Rick, right? He a throwback. Little young motherfucker, like.
Yes, he is.
He like a guru. He just a young guru. Yo. You like a young, like Obi-Wan Kenobi. You like, you Luke Skywalker, yo. That's Luke Skywalker of DC basketball right there.
Yeah, we had the coaches in the gym.
Yeah, coaches in the gym, man. You know, they
motherfucking Luke Skywalker right there, yo.
You know, that's good stuff.
DC Rick bring the Herbo back. I mean, he changed it up and all that, but I mean, it's still.
I tell you what.
You don't call it what it really is. You brought the Herbo back.
Urban coalition.
He ain't with the Herbo back. The legend coalition. Some of them motherfuckers. Sorry, not no bullshit, man. What's up, Lord?
Yeah. Hold the song.
Nah, but you know.
Everybody can't be a point center, nigga. That little motherfucker ain't look. Hey, America, have y'all ever seen a 5'10" point center?
Yeah.
Because he'll push your ass up.
We gonna keep it clean on the show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That Big Mac was making came out last year. They just promoted it.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah,
point center over this motherfucker, Joe.
we keep it clean in the show, man.
340.
Performance Auto was up Terry. I'll be at tomorrow, get my commission, nigga. Yeah, got you 2 cars sold this week. Holler at me.
Dreams and driveways.
Dreams and driveways.
You put dreams and driveways.
Right there. No bullshit.
What's up, Terry?
Nah, but we gonna close up, man. We got my man Walt on top of this book. Yeah. And once again, Walt, before Charlie Moe closes out with the Black History month, the guy he has or whoever he has, Black. That's what we do every February.
Might be a few.
Shout out to a Black History guy, but with you, as far as the book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Coming through. Let the people know one more time where they can get the book from.
Oh, yeah. So, autographed copies available at lessonsfromlenny.com. Lessonsfromlenny.com. Autographed copies available, but you can get the book wherever books are sold, man. Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, wherever you get books.
Scribed.
Yeah.
I got my Scribed app.
Absolutely.
Man, appreciate you coming through, champ.
Yeah, man.
Charlie, we'll close out with your Black
History
History
man. I'm going to keep it up College Park for you tonight, man.
College Park?
Yeah. I'm going to talk about this guy from Durham, North Carolina, man, by the name of John Lucas.
Lukey!
People don't know John Lucas' story, man. He's done a lot for kids that's in the NBA today, man. And not even in the NBA, past players as well. John Lucas was an All-American in tennis. People don't even know that at Maryland, man. One of the fine athletes during his era, a 3-time player of the year in the ACC, 4-time All-American. People don't understand that.
No one picking the draft.
Number 1 pick in the draft.
And
Played with Milwaukee. Played with Milwaukee.
Not number 2.
Number one. Played with Milwaukee, Cleveland, the Bullets, Atlanta Hawks. He's done it all, man. And he has done a lot of amazing things. Working kids out, man, and he started a program, man. You know, he went through a tough time. We're not talking about that right now, man. This tough time turned around to a positive. And he helped a lot of kids out, a lot of guys out, man. And he's still doing it to this day. He's sitting over there on Houston bench helping them kids out now, man. He has workouts at 5 in the morning. He's doing a lot, man. I'm sure Moochie Norris can relate to me down there in Houston still, helping them out, man. But John Lucas, man, is a legend, man. And big ups to him for the way he rebounded from the problems that he had and turned all that into a positive, man. So the Black History Month going to start off with him because we keeping it in College Park tonight because we got the Wizard in here.
Got the motherfucking Wizard, yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
So we keeping
I'm
it
the
real.
motherfucking stunt double.
Hey, I gotta ask you though. Who the real Wizard? Who the real Wizard? You or G Jones, man?
I remember they used to call Greg Lil Wizard, man.
Greg know that.
Greg even know that shit.
Bad dude.
We answer that for you,
Bad dude, bro.
That's Walt Williams. That's Walt Williams.
That's like Jay-Z and Jazz-O. Who the fuck? Jazz-O, Jay-Z, Jazz-O, motherfucker. Shit. Yeah, you Jazz-O.
Yeah, man, Black History Month.
We Craig Smith. And what you got, Craig Smith? What you think about, Joe?
Man, I got
Man, we gonna close this shit. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we out. Yeah,